4,000 Duluthians voted in yesterday's election, but what might be more interesting is how many of those people didn't fill out the entire ballot. For example, in the at-large city council race, voters were asked to vote for 2 candidates to fill 2 seats, but about 7,500 people, or a third of everyone who cast a ballot, only voted for 1 or didn't vote for anyone.
This is a process called undervoting, and it's something we also saw in yesterday's school board races. More than 2,000 decided not to vote for the school board's at-large seat. CBS 3's Caitlin Moffitt joins us now to break down what numbers like these mean in such tight races. Caitlin.
Yeah, Kristen and Tony, when it comes to the city council and school boards at-large seats, the number of undervotes Tuesday could have been enough to actually sway the election outcome. Experts say undervoting is something candidates can try to use to their advantage. Instead of only campaigning for voters' support on election day, they also ask voters to forego their right to choose another candidate in that same race. The goal is to further the distance between themselves and the next closest candidate. We asked City Clerk Chelsea Helmer if that concerns the city at all, and she says they leave the campaigning to the candidates. But she did say, as the city's election administrator, she wants to see the most people completely exercising their right to vote.
If you have the opportunity to vote for 2 candidates, you have the opportunity to vote for 2 candidates. And so we like to see voters exercising their right to vote, but of course that is their choice as well.
Election judges at each precinct were tasked Tuesday with reminding voters they had the chance to vote for 2 candidates in that at-large race. So, was undervoting actually a problem last night? Well, let's take a look at the numbers in each race. You can see only about 250 votes separated incumbent Noah Hobbs from the second-place vote-getter Eric Forsman last night. So those 7,500 undervotes could have played a big role depending on which candidate they went to. The 2,000 undervotes for the Duluth School Board at-large race could also have made a difference. Elena Oswald won that race by about 1,800 votes. The 200 voters who didn't weigh in on the mayoral race wouldn't have mattered as much, as incumbent Emily Larson won that race by almost 6,000 votes.
Thanks, Caitlin. Meanwhile, also a first for Duluth politics on Tuesday after voters elected Janet Kennedy to the Duluth City Council.